Hey guys, what's up? It's me, E, coming at you with another Clash Royale video, and it's 2017! I know I haven't been posting a lot lately. I took a little time off for the holidays and the end of the year, but now here we are, and we are ready to go. Now, with the clan chests coming out, I decided I was going to help out my clan a little bit, so I decided to push the ladder, and we went up to 3745. I don't even know, I may have only lost one battle getting from 3,000 up to that, so that was awesome. As you can see, we've got all kinds of chests. We've got a legendary chest ready to open, an epic chest ready to open, that gold chest that I don't remember because I haven't played in so long ready to open. And so we're going to open those at the end of the video, and then if you see down there on that challenge icon, we've got another one, and yes, we went 12-2. So we have a classic challenge victory chest to open at the end of the video as well. Now, the deck that I've been using for this has been a lot of fun. It's an anti-meta deck, and I want to show it to you right now. So this deck incorporates the key card to stopping elite barbarians, and that is the bowler. The bowler has brought me so much success. You can see there are a lot of other cards that are really important. The miner, the furnace, the poison, the elite barbs themselves, archers, ice golem when paired is really, really good, and the log. Now, obviously, if you don't have the miner and the log, you won't be able to play this deck, but it's very effective. It's a chip damage deck, but the elite barbs can just be such a surprise too. So primarily on defense and counter pushes, but they can also be great. Let's go ahead and get into a match, and I'll show you how it plays. So typically, you really want to start with the furnace unless they happen to be playing with a lava hound or an elixir collector or a golem. If they throw down one of those big troops, you want to lead off with your elite barbs. But as you can see, he's playing a mortar deck, and he's going to throw his elite barbs down. I don't know if you saw that, but the key to this, to countering the elite barbs, is that when you throw down your bowler, he rolls the elite barbs back, and then you drop your ice golem on the other side, so the elite barbs then turn and target the ice golem instead of your bowler, keeping your bowler healthy and setting you up for a good counter push. So at this point, we're up a little bit. We've got a miner on his tower. He's going to defend with archers, but we do have a furnace down, which means that we're going to get some fire spirits going up. Now, this is a ladder match, not a challenge match, but we've also had a lot of really good success with this deck in challenges as well. So the bowler is just, he just crushes mortars. So bowler, giant, royal giant are all really good against a mortar. So I kind of feel bad for this guy. He doesn't have a whole lot of good cards to counter my bowler. His minions are probably his best, but he either hasn't had them in rotation or hasn't used them. So we're sitting kind of at a standstill, which is a good opportunity to play down a furnace. So that's going to go down in the middle. Notice how I place it back a little ways. We want our furnace to distract hog riders, and that's about it. We don't want them shooting across the water, but I've certainly made that mistake more than once. So our miner's going to get in a few shots, and there's Old Faithful. And just like clockwork, we're going to drop down our bowler. He's going to take out the archers. He's going to hit the mortar, and he's going to drop his Inferno Tower, which is really not a bad play, but we're going to throw our archers down to take out the Inferno Tower. He's going to fireball to clean all that up, but we're up an elixir. And we're going to drop down our furnace, and he's going to throw down his elite barbs. We don't have our bowler ready, but as you can see, the ice golem combined with the log was plenty. He's going to throw his archers in the middle. We're going to poison and send in our own archers and get in some really good chip damage on that tower. So at this point, we've whittled down that tower quite a bit. He's got a pretty good combo there with the mortar and the Inferno Tower, but the log, and as you can see, guys, the log and the ice golem are enough. That's really all we've needed. So we're just going to keep chipping when we can, poisoning when we can, and using our cards defensively. That is the key to this deck, is playing smart and playing defensively. I probably should have played my furnace there. I'm not really sure why I didn't, but we are going to be able to have our fire spirits from the furnace counter those minions. Archers are going to do what they can. Bowler's going to take out the Inferno Tower first, and then he's going to move on up, and our Fire Spirits from the Furnace are going to take out his Mortar. A log going down along with poisons. The tower's at 22 and done, and that's going to be a pretty clean 1 crown victory over YJJ. Now, this is not a 3 crown deck. This deck is not bad, but it is really a 1 crown deck. If you get 3 crowns, that's great, but that is not the norm. That is definitely the exception. So looking at this this matchup against, I don't really know, we've got our Furnace down. He's got a Musketeer on the right to counter, and we're just going to drop down. We're going to clone him and throw down our Ice Golem in the back. He's going to throw down his Hog Rider, which is going to be distracted by our Furnace, which is great. We're going to throw down Elite Barbs as a counter. We've got Archers on the right. He's going to get a pretty good log in here. And he's got a pretty good build-up, but as you can see, he doesn't have a great counter to the Elite Barbs in his hand. Now, I wish I had known that at this time, or I might have counter-pushed early. The Furnace is a great counter. You can see he's going to come with Hog and Mega Minion. Furnace is going to take out the towers are going to take out the Hog Rider, and we're going to throw our Ice Golem over onto the right to distract the Mega Minion so that the Mega Minion doesn't go straight for our Furnace and or Tower. So he has a lone Musketeer on the way. Not my favorite thing to see, but we're going to go ahead and counter with a Bowler. And Bowler's just going to roll that over. And we're going to hopefully stack up a little more Elixir. Now, I try not to play the Bowler against anything other than Elite Barbs. I will do it against Hog Riders if I have to. It's also really good counter to the Goblin Barrel, and it's a good counter to the Graveyard. I say good counter. It's a not bad counter to the Graveyard. And I don't really know what this guy's doing. He had a pretty good counter push opportunity there, but he didn't take it. So he's going to try and come at me on the left. Not sure why he's splitting the lane, I guess to avoid archer shots. But we're going to use our Furnace. It's a 4-drop, you know. Who cares how the Elixir trades out? We're just going to take the damage over on the left and counter push on the right. We've got Archers that are going to clean up. You can see how I dropped my Ice Golem right in the Elite Barb's face, and the Elite Barb switched and targeted the Ice Golem instead. So we managed to save some damage on that tower as well. So we've built back up. Furnace is going to go down. And you can see I put that Furnace a little too far up, and we're just going to throw the Bowler in his face. There's only 25 seconds left. We're going to put the Bowler right up there in his face. We're going to log all of that, throw down some distraction cards here. So bring the Furnace over on the right, pull that Hog Rider way over, get our Archers down to help take that out. He's going to zap, but it's going to be just not enough. Mega Minions coming in, not going to do anything, and that's going to give us a 1-0 victory over gentleman whose name I cannot pronounce. Alright, so getting into this battle, we're going to go up against Takmen from 91 Partiates. It's a really interesting clan name. You can see he's rocking the Royal Giant, which is really popular right now. Again, he's a level 10, but a level 12 Royal Giant. I did not know the pain. Those level 12 Royal Giants can hit pretty hard, and I don't have a great counter. I really want my Elite Barbs, but they're back a little ways, so we're going to throw our Bowler down, not even really knowing how that's going to work. He's going to go ahead and come at us with a raged Hog Rider and Archer, so that was really good. We're going to have to use our Elite Barbs over on the right to save the tower. But that's also going to give us a pretty decent counter push. Now, he's going to throw down his Skeleton Army, and I waited way too long to get that log down. If I had gone earlier, they probably could have gotten to the tower and done some good damage. He's going to throw down Elite Barbs, which is great for him. I'm going to counter with a Furnace and the Ice Golem, which should be enough to clean that up. So, again, Ice Golem, Furnace, Log, Bowler, these are all really anti-Elite Barb cards, and you'll see that's how I use them now. I do have an opportunity here to poison the tower plus additional troops. That's what I'm going to do. My Furnace is just going to eat Royal Giant shots, and there's not a whole lot I can do. I threw my Miner there, and That was really a poor placement of my miner. He is going to do some damage, but we don't have a building, so we're going to have to log and use archers to stop that hog rider. Overall, this is not a great start to the game. 532, 833 plus a log damage, 718 to 1368, 2485. His towers are better. Health, we've got a little bit of elixir, but I'm still trying to figure out how do I deal with that royal giant. So we're just going to play our game. We're going to put the furnace down. He's going to use the skeleton army, which is great for me. I'm going to throw down the bowler. He's got elite barbs coming on the left. I'm going to throw the ice golem right in the middle, so that they come over. The tower shoots him, and now I've got a little split push going. So we're going to try and push hard on the left. We've already got his tower down, and I don't know if he just decided he didn't have anything good to counter with, but he definitely just stopped. And as soon as I realized that, I was like, great. It didn't really matter because my elite barbs were going to clean things up. So that's a 3-crown victory over Takmen, and not really sure how that happened. Now, getting into this next match, you can see I've got he's going to play a furnace to start with. I was going to say I've got a furnace to start with. Usually you see things wait until they build up. This is actually in a challenge match. Guys, if your opponent plays a furnace, you want to play your furnace just after his fire spirits have crossed over and hit you. That way, your fire spirits will go up and hit his furnace. And that will actually give you a lead, a small lead, even though you do sacrifice some damage. Now, in this particular case, I dropped a poison as well. He's coming at me with a hog rider. I don't have a great counter since those guards are there, but we're going to go ahead and use our elite barbarians because they're just really good. We're going to throw down an ice golem to soak up the damage so that our elite barbs can still get in there. They're just going to charge up. He went with kind of the same distraction, though he's using the lumberjack, which is an okay counter. He's going to hit us with a cry face. I'm not sure why. That's got to be the worst log ever. I think it's because the lumberjack and the log are in cahoots with each other. That's the only reason that that log just flew right over the lumberjack's head. Otherwise, I don't really know. So, hog mega minion coming in. We're going to drop a bowler. I told you I don't like to do that, but I will. He's going to zap. Not really sure what the point of that was. His mega minion is going to get off one more hit on my bowler, which makes me a little sad. He keeps throwing out these emojis, and I'm not really sure why. I guess maybe he realized he didn't have good plays. I don't really know. But he's got no elixir. We've got an extra 4 plus a bowler, so we're going to go ahead and furnace. He's going to drop his lumberjack. We're just going to 2 elixir ice golem that, and that's a pretty clean counter. So maybe he's just angry that he hasn't gotten any damage off on our tower. Nothing substantial anyway. We're going to play a furnace to counter again the charging hog rider as we go into double elixir. Now I'm going to split push my archers here, and I did that just because I wanted to make him think. There really wasn't any other point to it. But we are going to get our miner. Notice how I placed the miner in the back. Notice how I wasted elixir so carefully there. But we are going to put down a poison and then another bowler to clean up all this nonsense that he's got coming to us. And this is the power of the bowler. If one of those troops was elite barbs, fine. In this case, it happens to be the lumberjack and guards and a hog rider. A lumberjack perfectly counters the furnace. It's so good. It's just so good. I didn't mean to put my miner there, but that's okay. You can see the bowler's still just doing work enough that I can drop a second one and a furnace, and that's going to pull the hog rider over, and we're just whittling away his tower. Now I will say this deck does go into overtime quite a bit because it's chip damagey, but don't be afraid of that. This deck does really well in double elixir, so especially with the bowler, because the bowler costs 5 and you get time to build them up. And you can see I'm wasting a lot of elixir here, and it's mostly because one of the downfalls of this deck is if you don't have a good hand, you really can't play it. It's tempting. You have a card, but a lot of these cards are really expensive. So if you drop down a 5 elixir bowler and you're not going to get the counter value out of it that you really need to get, then you're going to open yourself up to a big counter push, and you're going to be in for a bad time. So you have to play defense. So it's not uncommon for me to sit and just wait and just wait and just wait, even though I have full elixir, because this deck wins when it counter pushes. It doesn't usually win just from a straight push. Sometimes it'll happen, but not always. Anyway, so good game against that guy there, and that's going to give us another nice win with this awesome meta breaker deck. So this deck is again, it's a lot of fun. It's it's so much fun to just shut down opponents. I've had several wins where they've gotten 0 damage in my towers, and it feels good, man. All right, so I said we were going to open up some chests. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's start with the challenge chest. How does that sound? Let's go ahead and start with the challenge chest. We went 12 and 2, and hopefully we can get something good out of this. So we got 2,000 gold. We've got 4 cannons. Okay. 16 fire spirits. 69 bombers. 10 Valks. And 1 golem. Hey, 7 out of 50. Awesome. We'll take the golem. A silver chest. We're going to get gold, mega minions, ice spirits. But the real fun is in these. Let's open up a golden chest. Gold, ice spirits, goblins, spear gobs, and an inferno tower. Okay, we can do that. In the epic chest, clones, skeleton armies, guards. That's cool. And 8 P.E.K.K.A.s. Okay, haven't really seen a lot of P.E.K.K.A play, but I won't turn that down. And the legendary chest. We're crossing our fingers for something good. I don't know what that's going to be. A princess! We get another princess, so that's awesome. We can use her. You can see 5 out of 4. So we already could have upgraded her to level 3, but that's okay. Certainly not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. That is the first epic chest we have ever gotten, or legendary chest, and I'm excited about it. Now, I wanted to show you guys this match. It came after the fact in the ladder, because it's just so good. All right, so it's against Sindel from 51453. He's playing a spawner deck. He's got his barb hut. We're going to counter with the furnace. Guys, this deck will eat spawner decks alive just for breakfast. You can see we've got the furnace, we've got the bowler, we've got a poison. All of these are just great counters. And the bowler with these archers are just going to do work. He's going to try and counter with a wizard. We're going to hit the wizard with our miner. He's going to try and counter with our bowler with his minions, but our archers are there doing work. Archers haven't even taken any damage. The miner is tanking the shots from the tower. Archers are going to hit that down, and with 2 minutes and 2 minutes 6 seconds left, the tower's all the way down to 855, and our furnace is going to clean up that, take care of that hog rider micro push that he had. Now his main push centers around using those barbarians, so he gets them down. He gets the barb hut down, and then he goes to use his miner, and our archers and bowler just clean it up, and that's all there is to it. So you can see with a well-placed log here, we take the tower, and that's actually going to be the game, because at this point, Sindel, good game, well played, thank you for doing this. At this point, I realize he's given up, and because he knows he hadn't even touched our tower, so we're going to 3-crown him. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Check out this deck. It works great in challenges, working great in the ladder, and hopefully you can use it to take out all of those evil elite barbarians that are just running amok.